Good morning, AK Brown. Had some fights about race and nationality between yesterday and today. Good morning, Arturo. Some of my videos got banned, removed by the community. Tammy, welcome. So I uploaded a video about how there's so many people, they're like living in a bubble, right? So I got so much responses. Some people are supported, but a lot of people got pissed off. Good morning. People do not want to admit it, right? People still want to, indulge in the past glory. That's a problem, right? Because America is great, and it's still great today. But a lot of people are just, continue to dwell in the past. Oh, what we did, we did this, we did that, we did this in the past. We brought people to the moon. A lot of people, they're not, looking forward. If you're not looking forward, it means you're walking backward. Nobody's gonna wait for you. It's a sensitive subject. I got so much, so many there was so many verbal fight going on. Maybe today I'm making something simple, just a bun, meat buns. Let me see if it's ready or not. Okay. Usually I do not like to talk about politics, but just sometimes, when people say really stupid stuff, it just kind of gets you worked up. There's one guy, he said, "Oh, you're a foreigner." Then I said, "You're a fucking foreigner too." I said, "Unless you're Native American, then you're a foreigner as well." They're just like a lot of stupid comments. Some people say, I think you should stay with stay with real estate. Yeah, I think I should. It's just sometimes when you talk too much about politics, people get really worked up. Yeah. So I mean, anytime we talk about politics, anytime we talk about race, it's a very touchy subject. But it's good morning, Socrates. So it's the two sides of the same coin, right? Well, America is great because you have a melting pot, right? You have people from all type of races. But because, we have people from all racial background, sometimes it's not very easy. It's hard for people to get along. Because people are different, right? Well, it's exactly because people are different. That's why America is so great. Because you have all these people making contribution, people from all over the world. There's one guy, he said, "Oh, Americans built by the native." So there's one guy, basically he's saying that, "Oh, we built America." I said, "No, you didn't build America. The people built America. People from around the world." Woody, good morning. Thank you for the compliment. Great man. Okay. Luxury minimalist. Yeah, you're correct. That's the problem. A lot of people are brainwashed by the media. So a lot of people are brainwashed by the media, and the sad part is they don't know it. Like I was saying in the other video, right? In China, people are controlled by the government, but in America, people are controlled by the media. So a lot of people are being brainwashed, but they don't know it. So it's like they think they have freedom, and yet they do not have freedom because their mind is so brainwashed. Woody, just like the Ukraine rats. What do you mean by that? Charlie, Bella, I really like your content. Wish you were my neighbors. Okay, thank you. Where are you from, Charlie? Bella. When I was young, and naive. When you live and learn, you see everything isn't what it seems. Same here in the UK. The media controls it all. A.K. Brom. Agreed. More people to think of themselves. You're the new Ray. Mandela. Okay. Mandela. I wouldn't say Mandela. Mandela, I mean, there's a lot of great men out there, right? Mandela is one of them. Imagine how much he suffered. Like, he was in jail for like, what, 30 years? It's very hard to be a great man. I don't think I want to be a great man, because that means you're going to have to suffer a lot. That means a lot of people just trying to, shoot you down. I don't think I want to be that. I'm a pretty simple guy. I just want to, be free. Do whatever I enjoy doing. And I mean, to be honest with you, I don't have a really high aspiration. I mean, it's hard to be Mandela. It's hard to be Martin Luther King, MLK. It's hard to be Gandhi. You sometimes you gotta give your life for it. It's I don't think I'm that noble. It's very hard. It takes something very different to be that kind of man. Michigan, Charlie Bella from Michigan, welcome. Love Stranded, thanks for the view. Sweetwater, thanks for the roses. Love this guy. Charlie Bella, thanks for the compliment. Ray, you are really a great man. Thank you. From Beach Cowboy. Simple Man, Woody. I quit watching the news 2 years ago. Deborah, it freed my mind and I can focus on things that make me happy. Correct. The news is, everybody's got an agenda in the news. Like, usually they're talking about depressing issues, or they're gonna try to brainwash you on, with something. Yeah, important, right? Just be yourself. Drove, follow the host. Thank you for the follow. Kalapi, thank you for the okay, you humble man. Thank you, Woody. Luxury minimalist. The news is depressing. Correct. Charlie Bella. Absolutely always an agenda. Yeah, there's I uploaded a couple videos between today and yesterday, and the TikTok actually removed some of my videos. I don't know, they removed it because of what I said, or because of the person that made the comment. Because there's many like racial comment, and many kind of like a prejudice comment. Yeah, I mean, by nature, you're never gonna get independent news, because it takes a lot of money, right? It takes a lot of money to make a station, to produce all the programs. Either it's stupid news or it's news with agenda, because they need the stupid news, because that's what people look at, right? All this like Jerry Springer, whatever, like a car chase, whatever. That's what grabs people's attention. And then once they get your attention, then they're gonna try to sell you their agenda. Yeah. Did they give you a reason? What reason are you talking about? Socrates, Ray, I was incarcerated for 22 years and now my second chance at life. I'm here trying to learn from you. Dodge guy, give me a hat. Thank you. Hey, I applaud you, man, for your braveness. That takes a lot. It takes a lot to come out with your experience. I actually tell you what. I actually have a friend. He was an army veteran like me, but after he got out of army, he was involved in drug trafficking, and I've known him for like 4 or 5 years. He never told me about it. He never told me about that experience until recently. So he shared that with me. It's I really, applaud your courage, because there is a lot of stigma, against people that has been in prison before. But it's you're very brave. I would just say you want to have a clear mind. You want to control your mind. As long as you can control your mind, then you can achieve anything. Uh, and after all, we're lucky. America is a free country, and there is a lot of opportunity. So if you really know how to do it, if you put in the effort, then it's true. You are able to achieve anything you wanted to. So 20 years in the prison, I mean, it sounds horrible, but it's nothing, man. At least you can start to live your second life, right? Like you're saying. Um, just like I was in the army before, right? I was in the army before, but definitely not for that long. But after the army, I went to college. So initially I was kind of worried because, when I went to college, I was already, I think, 25, 24, 25. Actually, no, I went to community college much earlier. But by the time I graduated, I was already 27. So for a time, I was worried. Oh, I'm older than everybody else. So I was a little bit, worried about that. I'm older than other people. But then later on, I just figured it out. It's that what I figured out is that it doesn't matter what other people are doing. It doesn't matter how good they're doing. It doesn't matter what they achieve at what age. It all matters is, are you better than yourself 1 year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago? As long as you're progressing, as long as you're going to some places further, as long as you're going to some places bigger and better, as long as you're doing something that's bigger and better than before, then that's all it matters. And if you do it right, it doesn't take that long. And I'm sure, with the fact that you were in prison before, you probably learned something too, right, about life. Because I think what you learn the most in prison is communication, and that's the most important skill. If you have mastered the communication skill, then you're 10 times better than most people. If you want to go achieve something, because if you want to be successful, communication is one of the most important skills. So you just need to take an inventory of your experience, of your plus and minuses, and you want to lean on your experience. I know people that did great things after they came out from prison. Don't look at that as a negative. I think any experience is positive. It's kind of stupid to say it, but I think let's say if there's two people, one person has been in prison for 20 years, another person has been sitting at home for 20 years. I think you're probably better off having been in prison for 20 years versus somebody that just had been sitting at home for 20 years. Because when you're sitting at home for 20 years, that means you have experienced nothing. Maybe you watch TV, but that's not real experience. That's just observance. But another person that has been in prison for 20 years, they experienced real life. So that's what it matters. The experience is what it matters. Because when you experience real life, you evolve. Let me eat some bun. Today I'm eating meat buns. Meat buns. Let me eat some meat buns first. So the good thing about America is that if you were in prison before, it's probably hard for you to find a job. Harder to find a job. But if you're gonna do business on your own, it doesn't matter. J forever. What problem do you have with us? I don't have any problem. Sorry, I'm eating some breakfast, okay? Ray, which state do you live? I'm in Los Angeles. Michael, thank you for the roses. Socrates, I'm trying to learn how to invest and own something and build a new life. Exactly. That's all you need to do. Just focus. Learn a new skill. And get it done. The good thing, the advantage you have compared to other people is that you have taken risk before. Maybe you were taking a wrong risk. But at least you are brave enough to take risk. So as long as you have that, you can achieve anything. Because the problem with most people is that they never take a risk. If you, like I said in another video, I shot another video, right? The difference between somebody that's gonna make it and make it big versus somebody that's gonna squander their life away is having the courage to take risk. Dude guy, thank you for the hat. Cherry, welcome. Crystal, I like your post. You're telling the truth. Thank you. Did TikTok give you reason? I've watched a lot of your videos. They're just truths. They didn't give me reason. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because, the guy was kind of making like racial comments. I don't know. It's probably, I'm not sure. I don't know if they block me with a computer or some people block me manually. Japanese, thank you for the follow. Crystal, I like your intelligence. My sister-in-law is half Singaporean, half French. She works for Pfizer. Okay, that's a big company. Official Wingy, welcome. Jamja, vote blue in 2022 to hold the Republican Party accountable for attacking our capital. Katrina Gonzalez, thank you for the roses. Crystal, hard work pay off. We fan and coffee. I'm 27, just graduated as a nurse. Awesome. If you already become a nurse, then you're gonna be able to have a higher income. Just save those income and buy one real estate a year, then you'll be fine. That's what I did too, right? I was in the army first, then after the army, I went back to college. I didn't graduate until I was 27. Crystal, I think America has great opportunities. In France, for example, if you don't have it all, you cannot. I mean, comparably speaking, America do have a lot of opportunities. Socrates, just focus and persevere. Do not give up. You know what's the difference between somebody that succeeds versus somebody that fail? It's not intelligence. It's not communication skill. It's not any of that. It's perseverance. Because every time we try to achieve something, there's always going to be obstacles, especially right before you're going to achieve that goal. It's like when they say, the sky is always the darkest right before dawn, right? So, you just want to keep trying. And when you feel like quitting, keep trying. That's when you're going to succeed. For me personally, it has always been the case. It has always been like that. Like I said in my other video, I'm not a smart guy. I just persevere. That's the only difference between me and other people. Everything I have done before has not been a smooth sail. Like I graduated from Berkeley, but before that I was a 2.0 student. I failed the English class multiple times. Like when I was getting my real estate license, I failed twice before I got the license. Just the same as when I started doing my real estate, I struggled for 10 years, not making much money. But I kept trying. I almost lost my license. My license almost expired. But I came back again. I kept trying. I tried again. Then it worked. So, as long as you persevere, as long as you get through that darkest hour, you will succeed. There's no doubt, zero doubt, as long as you persist. Yes, I think hard work and being consistent pay off. Exactly. I'm eating a meat bun. Brandon, do you go live often? Just depends, yeah. Right now we don't have a regular schedule. It's like Brandon just asked me, do you go live often? Why? Because when you hear about this positive message, it fires you up. So what you need to do is make sure you tell yourself that every day. That's what I do to myself. Every day after I wake up, I tell myself, you gotta control your mind. A lot of people, the problem with most people is, most people are zombies. Most people just drifting around every day. They're just drifting. They're not controlling their mind. If you wake up every day, and if you tell yourself the right story, then you have 100% control of your life and your destiny. Whether you're gonna control your destiny or not is 100%. Is 100% depending on what story you're telling yourself. Jacqueline, my son was in prison, and when he came out, he struggled to find a job. He went to college and has a career today. Awesome. Like everybody have an experience, right? Like I said earlier, having experience doesn't matter bad or good. It's better than no experience. Like when I was younger, I tried to look for many jobs. Nobody would hire me. Well, it actually worked out better. So nobody hired me, then I hire myself. I actually make much more money. Anthony, stop smacking your lips, please. I'm eating, man. What the fuck? Can I eat? Lucian, I enjoy watching your channel. Thank you. You're joking. Okay. Arabian gangster. Seriously, you're a genuine human being. Thank you. Crystal, I like your comments. My son did struggle, but he did learn a new skill. Exactly. When I first came out from the army, I struggled too. Because when we were in the army, everything you say have a F-U-C-K. Fuck this, fuck that. And sometimes I still say that in the video. But if you're going to say fuck this, fuck that every day to people, that's going to be hard to communicate. Crystal, I'm afraid to take business risk. Okay. Just train yourself to take risk. Start from taking smaller risks. For example, start something small. Buy something wholesale, try to resell it. Get a license, try to sell real estate. Just try it. Just keep trying. The more you try it, it's going to remove your risk. This Distamo, cash buy house versus buying with a loan. Doesn't matter. But eventually, you always want to buy it with a loan. You can buy cash and refinance with a loan, or you can buy it with a loan. But eventually, you want to have the leverage. You do not want to have all the cash sitting in the home, because money likes to flow. If money is not flowing, you're not making money. It's not making money for you. You got to think of money like little green soldiers, right? They got to go out there and every day and start making money for you, even when you're sleeping. But if you have all the money sitting in the house as an equity, then it's not making money for you. It's not flowing. You gotta make money flow. Cherry Bella, thank you for posting great content. Have a great day, my new friend. Thank you. Crystal getting hungry. Crypto. Do you think America should be able to change a president after 4 years? No consistency. Well, that's a big question. There's always two sides of the same coin, right? When the president changes every 4 years, it keeps away some dictator from controlling the whole nation. But the downside is, when the president changes every 4 years, the policy kept changing, and it makes the country very inefficient. Snowcat, why you give us COVID? I didn't give you a fucking COVID, okay? Do you know there's many biochemical weapon lab in Ukraine that's founded by Americans? So it's people like you that are dumb and stupid, you're brainwashed, and you believe whatever the media tells you, and then you go out there and regurgitate whatever the media tells you, and you think you're smart, but you're not. You're a moron. Do you know that? I want to go to nursing. I'm older, but more satisfaction. Don't worry about your age. If you have a goal, just go after it. Chabella, ignorant comment. Thank you. Jacqueline, a lot of opportunities. Just get up and go for it. Exactly. Here's the thing. The more you try it, the better you're going to be at picking the right opportunity. If you always sit there and observe, you're not going to know whether the opportunity is good or not. The only way you're going to know if the opportunity is good or not, you got to try it. That's why I told you earlier, you want to take risk. The more risk you take, the better you're going to be at calculating the risk. Because it's knowing how to calculate the risk that's going to make you rich. Let's say if you do not know how to calculate risk, then you're going to lose a lot of money. But as you get better at calculating risk, then you're going to start making a lot of money. That's why they say money will come to you when you're ready. What makes a difference whether you're ready or not is when you know how to calculate the risk. User 2490, your energy. Thank you. Yes, I'm eating meat buns. Charlie Bella, perseverance is a form of intelligence, my friend. Thank you. Eckhart Tolle. Okay. Math is a hard subject. You don't need a lot of math. My math is not good. My major in college was philosophy. You only need less than a total of 5 formulas to invest in real estate. Capitalization rate, cash on cash return, net operating income. That's all you need to know. 3. Lucian, I wish I had this upbringing. Don't wish that. Just teach yourself. I didn't have that upbringing. My parents, they were not business people. They were not rich. They were not real estate investors. Everything I'm sharing with you guys, I taught myself. I just go search on YouTube. I go read the books, listen to audiobooks. My parents didn't know any of this shit. Crystal, yes, I live in California, yeah. Lucian, thank you for the follow. Crystal, where do you work? So right now I have two businesses. One is a real estate brokerage business where we represent mostly home sellers. We make a commission. Another business, we have an investment business. We invest in mobile home parks. Rico, good advice. Wi-Fi and coffee. Failed all math classes in high school. Had 4 math classes to make up in senior years. Yeah, man. That's perseverance. After the more you fail, the better you get. Sometimes writing papers is not the easiest. Nothing comes easy. Exactly. Here's the fact, okay? Some people think, oh, if I'm gonna do less, then life is gonna be easier. No, you're fucking stupid. Doesn't matter if you work less or work more. Life is gonna be hard either way. So why don't you go do something so you can live a happy and luxurious life? So you can have a lot of money and have fun, enjoy life. Instead of sitting at home and suffer. Either way, you're gonna suffer. Government are the thieves of working class, not public servant. Well, that's the thing, right? If you want to enjoy life, if you want to become rich, you gotta roll up your sleeve and get it yourself. God. Okay, let me see. What else? Made a lot of money with stock, but was rejected by banks because of low reported job income. Oh, you mean getting a loan? There's many mortgage. Where you located? Wi-Fi coffee? As long as you can put down at least 35% down payment, you can get a loan. There's many different mortgage options. When we got to take over Taiwan, Euro-Soviet violinist. Taiwan issue is not a issue I'm focusing. I think that's China's matter. It's not your matter. It's not my matter. Jacqueline have positive attitude. Bob Marley was a prophet. We need to tell the Bible snake, don't talk. Smack your lips. You're awesome. Thank you. Gracias. Hey, I like what you said about Americans being arrogant. Brush Michael. You're a good positive influencer. Thank you. Please do not ever let a bunch of racist people hurt your feelings. Well, I mean, they don't hurt my feelings. I'm just trying to, debate with them. Those are ignorant people, you know what I mean? People do not post about their strengths, but their weakness in life, like drugs and toxic relationships. Like dumplings. Yeah, I was eating the meat bomb. I love dumplings. Yes, thank you. How do you make your money work for you? Okay, to make your money work for you, first you need to have money, right? Once you have money, then you need to, there's a couple ways. You guys heard of the Robert Kiyosaki's the 4 quadrant, right? So you have the employee quadrant, the self-employee quadrant, the business owner quadrant, and the investor quadrant. So when you are an employee, so basically you're exchanging your time for money, and you get the money from the employer, not directly from the person that's paying you. So you have zero control of how much you make, right? So when you're a self-employee, it's getting a little bit better. You're still exchanging time for money, but you're getting money directly from the whoever that contracted you. So you have a more saying on how much you're gonna make, right? And you don't have to split a cut with the employer. But you're still exchanging your time for money. But once you get onto the top right hand side quadrant, which is the business owner, So once you're a business owner, then now you can hire people to work for you. So then you can, sell product or service, then you can get money. So once you become a business owner, or once you become an investor, then money starts to work for you. And let's say once you make up some money and then you use the money to invest in property, then you become an investor, right? Once you become an investor, then it doesn't matter if you're working, if you're sleeping, if you're traveling, whatever you're doing, if you're playing ball, whatever, money still continue to come in because every month, tenant pay the rent. Every month you get money in your bank. So that's the difference. That's how you make the money work for you. How do you start with nothing? You start from somewhere, right? Everybody started from nothing. I started from nothing too. So you just need to have the patience. You need to increase your skill. For example, get a certificate or become good at sales. So the way I made my money is I started sales business. I started in sales early. So I think it took me like 10 years to be good at sales. So that's after I became good at it, after I mastered sales, then I started making a lot of money. So either you got to do that, or you got to go get a degree, or you got to go get a certificate. You could, for example, become a lawyer, doctor, or you can become like a manicurist, or you can do cut hair, or you can go, become a IT professional, get a certificate. You got to increase your income, because if you're only working in a manual labor job in a McDonald's, you're not gonna get ahead, because all the money you get is gonna be spent. You're not gonna be able to save any money. So you want to increase your income so you can save as much money as possible. Then you can go start investing in real estate. Once you start investing in real estate, and once the real estate start to bring you rental income, then you can have passive income come in. But remember, there's the difference between real estate. If you live in a home, it's called a liability, because every month you got to pay the mortgage. But if you bought the property, and if you rent it out, if you get a rental income and pay the mortgage, pay for all the expenses, and if you still have money left over, then that's an asset. If the money is coming into your pocket, that's called an asset. If the money is leaving your pocket, it's called a liability. Stock market has worked great for me. That's great. Then don't blow it, okay? Wi-Fi coffee, do not blow it. Put your money into property as soon as possible. Because if you do not, the inflation is gonna wipe out all your money, and your money is gonna be gone. It's gonna be spent. Yes, Crystal. YouTube has a lot of information. I learned a lot from YouTube too. You use 60D. Do not believe anything anyone tell you. Verify it for yourself. Then determine your circle. Correct. The circle is so important. If you're gonna be hanging out with everybody that's working in the McDonald's, there's no way in hell you're gonna be rich. Let's say if you're gonna hang out with everybody that owns the McDonald's, then you're gonna be rich. Anything free isn't worth having. Never accept a handout from anyone. Teresa, you're very wise. If people would open their mind instead of their mouths, they would succeed. Correct. You gotta listen, right? You gotta learn. You said that philosophy was your major. Yes, philosophy. My major in college was philosophy. My screen froze because I picked up the phone from my mom. I'm just going through the messages. If you do not make step forward, you get stuck in the past. Correct. That's a problem with a lot of people, right? So I made that video, and a lot of people got pissed off at me because I was calling everybody indulging in their past glory. That's the problem. A lot of Americans are indulging their past glory. They're saying, "Oh, America was great. America's great. America's great in this. America is great in that." Yes, America's great, but do not keep looking in the back. You gotta go do something new, right? Business call. No, that was my mom. Hola, amigo. Jose Francisco, welcome. Princess Dom, I love how you respond to racists. Yeah, racists are fucking ignorant, man. The people that are racist, they got nothing going on except the color of their skin. It's very dumb. Please tell me how to invest in property. Living a good life now. I just talked about it. Did you hear? Did you hear what I talk about in real estate investment? ECLPA. I love your mind thoughts. Thank you. Carla, it's sad to see so many ignorant people. Yeah, you won't believe, man. There's so many fucking ignorant people, man. It's crazy. BOA. Okay, very positive. Thank you. As a senior, why do I get life insurance that's reasonable? Okay, so a couple months ago, I also bought life insurance. I got it from AIG. So don't believe in people when they tell you, oh, you can get your money back, and if you put in $1,000 or $500 a month for for life insurance, don't believe in that. Just buy the bare minimum. Don't expect your money to get your money back. So what I did is I bought I forgot the name of the insurance. I just paid like $50 a year, and no, $50 a month, and I don't care. I'm not expecting to get the money back. I just want if something happens, I can get my family can get a big chunk of money. That's what I'm expecting. Don't try to invest in insurance. It's all fucking lie. They're not gonna give your money back. Okay. As a senior, okay, please tell me how to invest in property. I already told you that. Living good life. I already told you that, right? I already talked about how to invest in real estate. Scottam, great to see you on here, Ray. Thank you. Good, stop eating fast food every day. Correct. Yeah. Don't eat fast food every day. What do you think of crypto? I talked about this before too. So I put about 50 grand in crypto. And at one time it became 70 grand. Now it became like 30 grand. So don't put all your money in there. You can put like maybe no more than 10% of your money into crypto. If you win, you're gonna win big. If you lose, you're not gonna lose everything. Cousin, how are you? Love Daisy 88. Good, how are you, cousin? Especially to cover funeral costs. Yeah. So the reason you want to buy insurance, because a lot of people, they have mortgage on their home, right? So if something happens, then you want to have money to pay the mortgage. Otherwise, your loved one is gonna go on the street, right? What's the fastest way to have someone pay your mortgage? Just buy it and rent it out, or do Airbnb. Thanks for the like. Okay, great. Give me some likes, man. Follow my TikTok. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Let me know where you're from. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I had so many verbal fight between last night and today, man. Like fighting with all these racist people, man. It's so freaking funny. It's not. It's so freaking hilarious. Oh wow! Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Sexy lady, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Brian, did I answer your question? Chris Peak, welcome. C. Canna, welcome. So a lot of those people, those racist people, they have fucking nothing, right? All they have is the color of their skin. That's the ultimate indulging in past glory. So basically, their parents met. So the sperm and the sperm met the what's the other? How do you call the other one? And then he came out, and then his entire freaking life, he's indulging in his past glory. How his daddy made him, how he grew up, how he become a certain race, and then he used that as a something to brag about. That's freaking stupid, man. And also he said, my people built this country. I asked him, so you people built this country. If you think that's the truth, then what the fuck did you get? You did not get anything, right? I thought so. You did not get anything. So if you did not get anything, so you say you people built the country, then what good does it do for you? It's making no sense. Like these stupid people, like some of those people, they're so freaking ignorant, man. Ignorant. Like whatever they think, whatever they say, makes zero sense. Yes, I mean, technically, yes. Can you use your house as an infinite banking? Yes. So what you do is you buy your first house, then you take the equity out, you buy a second house. Then once after you buy the second house, then you take the equity out again and you buy the third house. That's how it become infinite. Is 30K enough to buy a first home? Yes, depending on where you are. Where are you located? Wi-Fi and coffee? Just go to some... for the past couple months, I traveled to many states. There's a lot of space location in America that are nice and cheap. You can buy a house for 100K, 200K. Just pick an area, like for example, let's say if you go to Florida, Orlando, don't buy in Orlando because inside Orlando is expensive. Just buy 30 minutes, 40 minutes from downtown Orlando. Then you're going to get some really cheap houses. And the area is nice too. Do not let him leave. What should I invest with 1,000? 11 carat 1,000. I don't know if you can invest too much with 1,000. You gotta find something to increase your income, man. Either be good at sales or go get a certificate. You gotta increase your income. 1,000 is cannot do much. Mark Hunkerberry, thanks for the follow. Thank you, Uncle Ray. Brian said that. Okay, Ray, forgive me for asking. Are you rich and are you single? I don't know if I'm rich. I think my net worth is probably a couple $1 million. So I'm maybe a couple steps further. I mean, ahead of some of you guys, and maybe you never know. Maybe it's, I'm thinking for sure there's some people in the group probably richer than me. But I would say I'm still working on it too. No, I'm not single. I recently got married. Yeah, a couple years ago. Lots of haters out there. Correct. 1,000 put you in low volatile stock with high dividends until you figure out what to do with it. Okay. I'm not selling anything now. I'm just trying to build a TikTok following. I'm just sharing information, free information. And some people say free information is no good, but I'm just sharing whatever experience I have, accumulated during the past. Actually, I'm not withholding anything. So a couple years ago, I tried to build a YouTube, but I wasn't able to do it because I was always trying to hold off the secret sauce. Because before I was worried that people are gonna be my competition, but now I don't care anymore because I'm 45 years old already. After all, everything you have is temporary. Your body is temporary. Your money is temporary. Your house is temporary. Your money is temporary. Everything is temporary. You don't own anything. You're just a manager. So so I'm no longer holding any secret. I'm just sharing whatever I have, whatever I know. Yeah. Ray, how much would you suggest to set aside for home repairing costs? Depending on what's your purpose. If you're trying to make yourself comfortable, then you need to spend whatever that it takes. But if you're trying to make it look nice and get a higher value, I don't think you need to, because sometimes you can just sell the home as is. Like when I bought my house, it was a dump. It was a complete dump. I spent like $100K to remodel everything. I remodeled the whole kitchen. Like all this kitchen you see is completely remodeled. I remodeled all the bathrooms. I did that a couple years ago, so it only cost me like $100K. I think if I did it today, it's gonna cost me like $200K. Well, you are smart and handsome. Well, Jacqueline, well, you're smart and handsome. You have given you have given great information. Thank you so much. Thank you. Member Floyd, welcome. Greetings. Money comes and go. Biz zero. Money comes and go. Yes, money comes and go. But if you have no money, then your life is gonna be a shithole. Okay. So as long as you're living in this world, you gotta have money. Here's the thing: you only need to make it once. You only need to make money successfully once. Once you make enough money, then you can just maintain it. But if you do not have money, then everything's gonna be a bitch. I don't know about you. I don't want to live in sorrow, and suffer every day. 11 carat. Thanks for the follow. So on crypto, 10% of annual income. I mean, I'm not saying that's a must, but that's just it's about taking risk, right? If you have 100%, if you have if you understand the risk, if you have a really good control and grasp of the risk, then you can put more money in. If you have zero control, then if you put all your money in, then if you lose, you're gonna lose everything. That's the way with crypto, right? You really have no control on crypto. 6K per month. So is it true no PMI for 10%? Yes. So there's a website. You can go search on Google. Okay, search on Google. You'll find that company. What do you think about fundraising real estate app? That's depending on you. If you're 11 carat, if you want to be passive, if you don't want to put in the work to do it, and if the company is legitimate, then you can do that. But if you're hands-on, if you want to get your own property, if you want to go find your own deal, then you just go do your own deal. My dapper Zhu shared your live video. Thank you for the share. Thank you. User 518 follow the host. Yes, everything is temporary, so don't take it seriously. Member Floyd, thanks. Hey King, friend Nap. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a king. I'm just myself. Sexy lady, you're correct. Thanks for sharing. How do you feel about house flipping? Personally, I wouldn't do house flip because house flipping, it's I mean, it's a good way to make money, but if you stop, then you don't have money coming in, and also the tax bracket is very high. Well, if you don't have money, then you gotta go make some money. Thoughts on REITs? Seems like a good way to get real estate exposure. Well, that's like what I said earlier, right? It's depending on what type of investor you want to be. If you want to be a passive investor, REITs may be a good option. Yeah. Flory, thank you for the crown. Mike Delaney, what's the best investment? It's depending on you. If you like stock, if you understand stock, then it's stock. If you like real estate, if you understand real estate, then it's real estate. Do you know anything about the concept of infinite banking? I'm not sure. What is that? Gregory Thomas, you are my brother. Yes, brother. Everybody, we're all brothers, okay? Angel Love, thanks for the follow. Jacqueline, what's your thoughts on this? I am a chief invest on food truck. Restaurant is hard, man. It's a hard business. Food truck may be a good deal, good idea. So here's the thing, right? Whenever you think about what you're gonna do, first you gotta think about whether you're willing to do it or not. If before you invest, if it already sounds like a lot of work, and if it's already sounds like really difficult, then why do you want to do it, right? Joe, hold on. Shit, what happened? Joe Delgado, relationship between life insurance and real estate. To the consumer, I don't think there's a big relationship. It's two different things. But I think you are able to borrow from life insurance to buy real estate. Brian, how much passively would you suggest to have to live comfortable now and within 10 years? That's depending on you. That's depending on the lifestyle you want. Like for me, I think to be able to live passively and be comfortable, I think it's 30 grand a month. Because I gotta have a couple cars, right? I gotta have like a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, a Lamborghini. That's at least 3,000 insurance and payment. And then the household expense is at least 10 grand a month. And also insurance, also travel. So I'm planning to travel at least maybe twice a month. So when you calculate that, then for me, it's going to be at least 30K a month. It just depending on what kind of lifestyle you want. Gregory Thomas, thank you for the follow. Flory, thank you for the crown. Little Navish, is it a good time to buy real property or to rent? Yes, always. Just make sure you buy it right. Just don't buy in downtown. Don't buy single family homes because single family homes are very expensive. Thanks for the hat, Catullo. Thank you for the hat. Single family homes is very expensive, and downtown single family homes is very expensive. You can buy single family homes that are 30 minutes or 40 minutes away from metro downtown, or buy commercial real estate. Where are you located? Member Floyd, I need another people loan. What do you mean? Juliet, I want to buy a house and I got a good credit score, but I do not know how to start. Just save your down payment and buy it. Get a realtor. Where are you located? Gold stock. I enjoy your information. Keep telling the truth. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Katula, thank you for the hat. Follow my TikTok. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Okay? Let me know where you're from. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Cubanito, thank you for the follow. Julia, thank you for the heart. California. What city in California? So if you're gonna buy property to rent it out, in most area in California it's hard because the price is too high. Also, the regulation for landlord is like so crappy. So I'm never gonna invest in rental property in California. Never. I'm only gonna invest in out of state where they have regulations that are good for the landlord and where the return is much higher. If you're in California, you can try Las Vegas. What different kind of fees should I expect when buying a home? When you buy a home, you gotta pay the escrow fee, you gotta pay the mortgage origination fee, you gotta pay the title insurance, but don't worry about the fees, okay? Don't worry about it. Just calculate if you're gonna make money at the end of the day or not. Because a lot of people, they're trying to nickel and dime. They say, oh, I'm gonna wait until the interest rate drop before I buy a home. But they're stupid, right? Because interest rate now is like crazy low. Because in American history, interest rate used to be 15%. So there's one guy, he told me in TikTok, he said he bought his home with 14% interest rate. He bought it, then he refinanced to 4%. You can always refinance. But now it's actually really cheap, the interest rate. So don't wait. Don't try to time the market. Julia from Arizona. Okay. Rico from New York. I'm from Los Angeles, California. 11 carat. Best wealth creation tip. Just focus. A lot of people don't get ahead. It's because they have all these unrealistic dreams. They talk, they say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Don't do it. Just focus on one thing. I'm going to buy my first investment property. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. Just focus on that one thing. Focus. If you focus on it, do not give up until you get it done. Then you will be a success. Here's the fact, okay? If you want to be successful, you only need to do it successfully once. Once you did it successfully once, everything after that is so easy. Because once you successfully have completed once, then you can change your identity. Let's say I bought a mobile home park and I start collecting rent. Then my identity changed. Then instead of just being a real estate agent, I can call myself a mobile home park investor because I have already done it successfully. And I'm already collecting rent. And everything after that is so much easier. Why? I bought the park. I have equity in the park. I take it out. I go look for another park. I buy another park, another park, another park. So to be able to do it successfully the first time is the most important. It's the most important goal you need to achieve. Okay? But the problem is, most people just give up. Because the problem is when you try to do it the first time, it's very hard, right? Because you have no fucking clue what you're doing, right? That's why you gotta continue trying. And you're gonna fail a couple times, but every time you fail, you're gonna get closer to the goal. Every time you fail, you're gonna learn a little bit more. Then you're gonna get closer to the goal. And maybe you're gonna fail 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Then you're gonna bang. Then finally got it. Then you succeeded. Then you change your identity. Once you change your identity, then everything from there on, you're gonna be successful. Then you're gonna completely alter the legacy of your family and the legacy of you. That's how you change your legacy. Okay? Once you own a property, you start collecting rent. Once you own more property, then you're no longer suffering. You're no longer worry about money. Then it's gonna completely change your legacy. Okay? Buyers enjoy benefits of a realtor and do not need to pay for it. Yes, Bigfoot alien. Yeah, I mean, you get a realtor. I mean, you don't need to pay them. I mean, the seller pay for it. Liden from Sacramento. Would you invest in a good area even if you make no cash flow for a couple of years? Okay, Newport Garage. It's depending on what you're looking for. Whether you're looking for capital gain or cash flow. If you're investing in a good area, most likely there's no cash flow. So you don't get cash flow. But the problem now, because the real estate price is so high, if you invest in a good area, you will not get capital gain either. So the only option for you right now is for look for cash flow, not capital gain. And you may still get capital gain if you buy it in a good location. Because let's say if you buy 30 minutes or 40 minutes away from downtown, there's maybe still opportunity for capital gain as long as you pick the right location. But if you buy in downtown, the price is already so freaking high, you're not going to get the capital gain. And because it's already high, you're not going to get a cash flow. So you have nothing. Yes, there's a lot of 0721. There's a lot of programs for first-time buyers. Yeah, correct. You have it's not even for first-time buyers. There's many different programs. There is a rural farm loan. There is a FHA loan. There's a VA loan. There's all type of loan with a little low down payment. How about investing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida? Yeah, it's good. So any of the second-tier cities in Florida are good options. Let's say if you try to buy Orlando and Miami, it's already too expensive. Let's say if you try to buy between Orlando and Tampa, for example, Lakeland. There's many small cities, Winter Haven, Lakeland. Between Tampa and Orlando, there's many cheap homes in between those two major cities. What city would you buy rental houses? I have 100K for property. Just buy it in Sunbelt state, buy it in landlord-friendly states, Texas, Florida, Georgia, SC, North NC, Tennessee. First-time home buyer should also take fixed rate. It depends. Let's say if you had to get the property, if the property return is really good, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it even with hard money loan. Buy it with hard money loan, then refinance, depending on the situation. Where's the best place for the second home? It's depending on your preference. So before I was looking to move to another state. So I went to Florida, I went to Texas. So for Texas, I like it, but the property tax is too high. For Florida, I like it too, but it's kind of far from California because my parents are still in California. So finally, I made the decision. I think it's probably better for me to move to Las Vegas if I wanted to, because it's close to California, and the price is much cheaper of the real estate. So it's depending on you, and also on the some other criteria that you think is important for you. It's and big head. Thanks for the follow. Jackpot Hunter brother, thank you for the sharing. You're welcome. Reference to myself, follow the host. Thank you for the follow. Rico, Tampa is a good place to buy a second home. Yeah, Tampa is beautiful, man. It's really nice. Tanania, I like the information. Thank you. Newport Garage. If you buy something out of state, how do you feel with the maintenance of the property? There's many options. You can get a management company, or you can manage yourself. You can get just hire a local handyman, so there's many options. I live in NYC. Okay. Sky Blue Business. Thanks for the like. Any other questions, guys? So I'm gonna stay on for 2 more minutes. Now it's almost 10:30. Follow my TikTok. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Yolanda, welcome. Joshua, welcome. Greg Survive, welcome. Phase 2K, welcome. Scooter, welcome. Mark Bank, thanks for the follow. UU6, Dolores, welcome. Yeah, any other questions, guys? Bones about to run out of battery. So any question you have, we can talk about it. Thanks for asking the questions. Thanks for the follow. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Make sure to follow my TikTok. We're gonna stay on for 2 more minutes. Any other questions, guys? Carroll Park, welcome. User 2490, welcome. Newport Garage, welcome. Priority Paul, welcome. When you do live, people ask that question a lot, but right now it's just kind of depending on my schedule. If we have a lot of people request, maybe we can, consider do like a regular time on a regular schedule. User 2490, thanks for the like. Okay, guys, thank you for the question. Make sure, go get it. Be positive. Control your mind every day. You gotta control your mind. If you do not control your mind, so here's how you think about it, right? If you imagine your mind like a garden, if you do not maintain it, then all the grass gonna grow, like all the wild grass is gonna grow. Then pretty soon your mind, the garden is gonna be like a wasteland, right? How do you make your garden look pretty? Then you gotta maintain it, right? Every day you gotta trim it. Every day you gotta maintain it. You gotta tell yourself the right message. You gotta tell yourself the right story. That's how you can maintain the yard in your land pretty and positive. What does the real estate agent take care of? So the real estate agent help you to look for the property, help you to make an offer, and also, give you some advice on what to look out for, and yeah, that kind of stuff. Juliet, thank you. Stay safe. Thank you. Regular schedule live will be great. Thank you so much. Yeah, we can talk about. Then you guys can let me know like what would be a good time to be regular time, because I think some of us were in a different time zone, right? So yeah. All right, guys. Stop, baby. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna log off now. Thank you for the question. Okay. Chat with you guys next time. Thank you. Do not feed into anyone's shit. Okay, good. Thank you.